This is the complete CELPIP reading guide. I'm Malcolm from A1 Australia. If you are new to our channel and if you want to learn about the CELPIP General Reading Test from start to end, make sure you watch this entire video. Let's start. Now, the thing is, if you're going to read the CELPIP reading passages from start to finish, you're already losing marks. You know why? Because you're losing time, and time management is equal to higher marks. Now, the CELPIP reading test has 4 total parts. It has 38 questions and the total time is around 55 minutes. Each part needs a different strategy, which I'm going to break down for you. Part 1 is reading correspondence. Roughly 11 questions in 11 minutes. You get an email or a letter exchange, 2 people going back and forth about a booking or a complaint or a community issue. The hack: read the last email first. It tells you what the conversation is about and what the main issue is. And then skim backwards to find out who said what. The most important question, or the most important questions which come, are: what is the person's tone? Or what does this person suggest? Don't read chronologically, means don't read from start to end. Jump to the relevant email based on the question. You'll save 3 to 4 minutes guaranteed. Pro tip: try to highlight or underline some important words which show emotions like unfortunately, delighted, frustrated. Such words reveal the tone instantly. Now, part 2. Reading to apply a diagram. 8 questions in about 9 minutes. You'll get a visual, a transit map, a guide, or an event schedule, plus a short text explaining it. The hack: scan the diagram in the first 30 seconds. Understand the layout. What's the title? What are the categories? And what's or where is the legend? Legend means the color key, like red is for universities, green is for schools. So that's called a legend. Then read the text. The text will reference specific parts of the diagram. Most students read the text first and waste time flipping back and forth. You should always do it backwards. Diagram first, text second, then answer. Pro tip: use your finger or your mouse to trace connections on the diagram while you read it. It keeps you visually anchored, connected to the entire process. Part 3. Reading for information. 9 questions in 10 minutes. There's going to be a long article, multiple paragraphs, and the questions will be like: which paragraph contains information about X, means the topic. The hack: don't read the article first. Read the first sentence of every paragraph. That's a topic sentence. And you can just take small notes where you mention the topic next to the paragraph. That's the key. Example: paragraph 1, introduction to urban farming. Paragraph 2, benefits for communities. Paragraph 3, challenges with space. Paragraph 4, government support. Now the question could be like: which paragraph discusses government involvement? And you can go straight to paragraph 4, which is about government support. Pro tip: CELPIP loves synonyms. Question says financial help and the paragraph says government funding. So train to spot paraphrasing. Financial help, funding. That's the correct match. Don't go for exact word matches. Part 4. Reading for viewpoints. 10 questions, 13 minutes. Yep, that's the hardest part. You read an opinion article plus a response comment. Questions test general meaning, specific details, and inference. Inference means what can you assume from this passage or the question. The hack is: identify the writer's position in the first paragraph. Are they for or against the topic? Circle it or maybe map it in your brain. Then for the response, do the same thing. Are they agreeing or disagreeing? Mark it. Now, when the question asks, what does the author imply about this topic? You already know they are biased, means are they for or are they against? You're reading through their lens, not neutrally. Pro tip for inference questions. The answer is never stated directly. Look for phrases like suggests, likely, probably in the answer choices. If the answer is word for word from the passage, guaranteed it is wrong. CELPIP tests whether you understand what the writer means, not what the writer says. Finally, one rule for all paths, very important. Never leave a question blank. There's no penalty for wrong answers. So if you're running out of time, guess. You at least have a 25% chance of getting it right, but a blank option is a guaranteed 0. To wrap it up, in part 1, read the email, skim for tone. Part 2, scan the diagram before the text. Part 3, map paragraph topics first and then hunt the answers. Part 4, identify bias or tone early and look for inference, not facts. Now, whether you are looking for CELPIP material for preparation or whether you need classes, make sure you contact us at One Australia Group. We provide the best classes with the best resources, scored mock tests, prediction files, sample answers, and strategies that make a difference in your actual CELPIP general test. Whether you're in Australia, whether you're in India, whether you're in Canada, doesn't matter. All these classes can be joined online, and we are running some amazing sale offers at the moment. You just need to give us a call on the numbers which you see on the screen or head to our website oneaustraliagroup.com to book your free demo class. Hope you like the video. Comment, share, and follow us. I'm Malcolm. Good luck.